can do it. Hi everyone, we are back on Fintech TV with the Founding TV show. We are here at the Paris Fintech Forum and have the, again, great pleasure to have Rohan MALHOTRA from ROADZEN, the CEO, founder of this very great startups in the InsurTech ecosystem. Rohan is a great player because he knows very well ecosystems, not only in Asia or in US, but better and better each day in Europe. Rohan, when a startup has to raise money, it's a hard job, isn't it?
Hi Fabrice, good to see you again. Raising money is actually one of the founding teams. One member of the founding team has to be exceptionally highly focused on raising money. Especially when you're doing certain kinds of startups, there are some businesses that don't require external capital and can be bootstrapped. But when you're trying to build a high growth company, venture capital and private capital can act as a really good catalyst for accelerating the growth of the company. Now, less than 2% of companies get VC money. So it is exceptionally hard, but if you have a good idea, a clear vision, and a team that can execute, there is more money out there than there is good talent and execution teams. So if you have the right ingredients, you should not have a problem in raising capital for your company.
It's a matter of to provoke inbound attraction, and the key piece you have to embedded since the beginning. It's the team, or which is what are the very key ingredient, the very first ingredient. Is it the vision, or is it the talent of people, or both? Because the vision, talented people have vision, in fact.
So, when you begin a company, the vision is a very forward-looking statement. And investors like to see people going after large markets with a clear vision. That's the first ingredient. But that's not the most important ingredient. I'll give you an example. Uber started doing only private limousines, but it eventually transformed into a company that moves people all over the world using taxis and Uber pools and shared rides, etc. So the vision is not always fundamentally clear, but you can begin with a spark of a vision when you start. The key thing that most investors look at early stage is the team. Does this team have the capacity to execute on whatever they are trying to build here? And I think the initial thesis is all about the team. Because if it's a smart team, it will be able to clarify the vision. It will be able to build on market opportunity, and it will be able to grow the business quickly. And that to me is more important than anything else in the beginning of raising money. So seed capital, Series A. As you go to Series B and C, they are not looking at just the founding team. They are looking at an established team, and they are looking at metrics. In the early stage, there are no metrics. You have an idea and an energetic team. As you go into Series B and C, people are looking at what kind of metrics are you executing on, and do you have the institutional capability of continuing to deliver. So the process becomes very important as you are scaling. Now, when you talk of process, most startups begin with zero process and a lot of chaos, and then move into an institutionalized process-based company. And that's why you have to focus on building the team right way.
Is it the same team? Because at these two different stages, the reflex, the habits is not the same. The core team has to do both, to have the capability to do both. How to build this kind of team and to maintain it during the time?
So there are two aspects to it. When you start, you want a lot of generalists, people who are good at many things, right? Who are good at administrative function but can also manage marketing. Then you hire people who are good at technology. So you start with a team that's very generalist in their outlook. So they can do many things quite well. As you grow, you start hiring specialists. These specialists are incredibly great at one particular thing, so they may be great at backend, they may be great at marketing, they may be great at social media. So as you progress, you move from a team of generalists to a team of specialists. Now, one of the key things that most founders need to understand and founding teams need to understand is every time you hire someone, they will be better than you at something. So you have to continuously keep growing as a founding team as well. If you don't grow, then you eventually are not able to support the team that you have built. So our goal always has been to hire people who are better than us and then to be able to support them. But that requires constant learning internally as well.
It's a deep personal development capability, in fact, with the key founders. How do you make your own due diligence? For example, to hire your partner, what kind of due diligence do you process to make your own assessment and to say, okay, now you are part of the team. We are a team, and you recognize each other as a team. But it's a key and difficult alchemistry to determine and to say, okay, go, no go.
So when you try to hire someone, first you look at hard skill. Do they have the skill that we are looking to bring on board? Especially as you hire more senior people who have come from established companies, do they have the skill that you want to bring on board? The second thing that you said, which is actually the perfect thing, is the alchemistry or the personal chemistry. Because founding teams go through many ups and downs together. So you need that personal chemistry to stick and bond together over a long time. And so the second thing you're looking for is, do you have the personal chemistry? Do you believe that you can spend 15 hours a day with this person and you become like family over time? So that is the second thing. But if you get a good mix of these two, I believe founding teams get forged under the pressures of a startup. Right? When you pursue a common vision and you spend a lot of time and you accumulate the scar tissue that's required to pursue that vision, you become closer and then you really start executing as a team. In the beginning, you hope this will become a team, but as you start building on the company, that's when you really become a team.
Thank you very much, Rohan, because it's very, very grateful and very helpful to have the backseat of the startups. Startups is a hard job. It's not only playing babyfoot and free time. It's really, really a hard job. And people oftenly sous-estimated the job of the startup job. Thank you very much again, Rohan, and we are sure we got the pleasure to have you again on the Funding TV show.
Thank you. Thank you, Fabrice.
You're welcome.
See you.